So most of the technology companies that I help come to me with a simple challenge. We want to sell more. Now, I'm going to assume that we solve the marketing challenge of getting some leads in. That's not enough though, is it? Getting interest is not the same as getting sales. So typically, one of the secondary challenges that comes to me is this one here. Make it easier to sell because we want to increase the speed of our sales, we want to get more of them, and we'd like them to be of higher value. Well, that sounds fantastic, doesn't it? So I suggest to them, the first thing to do is to swap this around. Make it easier to buy, because this is how we're going to sell more. There tends to be sometimes a little hang-up when there's new innovations out there of talking too much about self, when, in truth, what the buyer needs to know is how are you going to get them their bonus? How are you going to make them look fantastic in front of their boss? How are you going to get them a career promotion? And that comes down to presenting a vision of the future that they can embrace. So, the key thing is to prime a meeting beforehand and ask what their KPIs are and ask what their objectives are. So we can turn up and instead of a demo, we can present a relevant presentation, and then we can give them buying options. Because by doing that, what we do is we shortcut the process. We can immediately say to them, well look, these are the things you want to achieve. This is how we can achieve them, and here are how you can buy these things. And then, even more important, we can tell the right stories, because presenting all these things on this own will not close a deal. Because facts are not emotionally engaging. They're important, incredibly important, but when you tell a story of this is how we enabled X, Y, Z to achieve Y, that's powerful. So, if you want to sell more, focus on making buying easier, not selling easier, and that's how you'll get the results you want.